What's going on, guys? It is March 7th, Tuesday. We are back with another one. Right before you, we got Big Shirley. She about to break it down with a bunch of lies that need to be right, some more shaming tactics. Y'all know the drill. I just want to say I appreciate you guys for joining me, liking and subscribing. Make sure you hit the notifications to stay in the loop. Without further ado, let's let her get it.
So go ahead and go over to his page and watch this video. Riveting tale, I tell you, riveting tale. Also, he has a couple of other videos about this as well. So I'm just going to give you a quick recap. So the passport bros have been going over to Brazil, tricking off on their women, claiming that they're dating, right? That they're going to get a wife over there in Brazil especially. Well, the Brazilian media got wind of this Austin Holloman kid and have put out a warning to their women that they do not need to interact or deal with American men because they're tricking. You know that thing they said they would never do over here? They talked all that stuff about Black American women being gold diggers, out of shape, all of these negative things. But you're going over there to pay someone because essentially you're not actually good at interacting with women.
Sad part is this chick thinks she knows what she's talking about. She literally probably was told about some article. She couldn't read it. It's in Portuguese. She could hardly speak English. And it's just someone else's interpretation of an article that they read. You know what I'm saying? She has nothing to stand on once again. It's just inundation of misinformation. And of course, this type of chick, which looks like, you know what I'm saying, she got the blanket on, the snow cap, and you in a house. So either she can't afford the power bill. I don't know what it is. But at the same time, we could see in her face, she ain't missing no meals. So, you know, is she angry she's not being taken on any dates? Is she angry no one's trying to, you know, air quotes, trick off on her? Who knows? You know, what is the real basis behind this? She's trying to claim that that's funny, that happened to Austin. And the fact of the matter is, it's not, you know, but I'm really beginning to see more and more joy from these Big Shirley type women when any kind of instance comes up where it disadvantages a black man. And I think that honestly says who they are at their core. But we're going to let it go.
And that's why you have to go over there in the first place. I wasn't even going to talk about this because that ain't my business, but
And on top of that, to be saying that we tricking off on them, it's the same stuff they want us to do for them over here. The only difference is it's understood over there that I'm not going to get my time wasted. These chicks, not this one, because obviously she ain't pulling nobody, but the other ones who are far more attractive can get guys to offer to take him out on dates, find zero fault in wasting his time, energy, and money. And at the end of the day, they just think it's funny. They think that's what it's supposed to be. Now, on the contrary, if I can go overseas and I'm only dealing with women who truly want to either deal with me or spend time with me, whether it's to be serious or just to enjoy each other while we're on the trip at the moment, I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times that is way better than me spending a couple $100 on something and going home at the end of the night by myself. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no awkwardness about it. I can communicate just fine. You know what I'm saying? What I find to be even funnier is she's saying that we have communication issues, yet we go to a country where a lot of us don't even know the language fluently. How is it we have great communication there? It seems to be very clear what's expected, and if we're going to deal with each other, at least what could or should happen. And if it's not, at least let me know. But it's the whole ideology that these women who don't miss any meals in America just simply don't understand. It goes over their head every single time. They just find comedy in negative instances unless it's redirected at them. But it is what it is. We're going to let it go.
the fact that this boy is being run out of Brazil with his band of awkward merry men is hilarious. Okay? Ha ha. Ha ha. Now make no mistake, this is not going to stop their movement. They will just go to Thailand or some other third world country or some other South American country where actual actual tourism is still alive.
Funny you say that. They're going to go to where?
Flowers and Like plants like this?
Yes.
That's what you mean?
Yes.
Or both?
Yes, both.
Both.
All that. Yes. And then rose. Okay.
ครับผมอร่อยไหมครับ
อร่อย
เผ็ดครับผม Thank you very much
Good.
ขอบคุณค่ะแล้วพี่
ไปเที่ยวไหนกันมาแล้วครับไปเกาะกันยัง
ยังไม่ได้ไปไม่อยากเมาเรือ
โอ้
I can stay all day inside shop travel shop
Two days later, I received a message from her asking to meet once again. So we met in Patong for brunch at La Cozy Cafe and Bistro. I'll leave a link to the video
I'll stop it there, but I think y'all get the hint. It's a lot of chemistry in this, but I guess this is just tricking off, right? Right.
Prevalent and the government doesn't care. But it's very interesting that a whole, which don't get me wrong, actual tourism was not started when they got there. It was already there. But the fact that y'all have run this country into the ground with all of your antics, think about that.
Now we ran the country into the ground. Really? One person gets a little bit of negative publicity, and now we've run the country into the ground. Wow, bro, you cannot get any more accurate in regard to the need to be right, and it's such a lie. I mean, these women, boy, we'll let it go. We'll let it go.
Think about it. Y'all have made a whole article about y'all. Can you believe that? Y'all have had this people said, get these people up out of here. Get them up out of here. Get them out. What does that say about y'all? And I know they're going to deflect and say, well, we're not the only ones and they're targeting us because we're black. Okay. But you wouldn't be targeted if you didn't make such a big deal about the dump that you were doing. What they say, real G's moving silence like the G in lasagna. Like, come on now. Y'all out here making whole YouTube channels because somebody finally gave you some play and got run up out of a country. I did not have that on my 2023 bingo card, but hey, let the good times roll.
Yeah, as you said, you wasn't even gonna do a video on it, but you proceeded to do a whole 3-minute clip. I tell you, man, they love saying they don't care, but boy, they hop online with no type of setup. They don't care how they look. They come in looking like, as you can see, I was saying, ain't no real additional words needed for how bad this thing looks with all three of her chins. And it's crazy. It's ultimately crazy. If this chick, which obviously probably would never happen, but if she ever actually had a chance to go see the kind of women that we are dealing with and is actually honest with herself in comparison to her and then what we're actually dealing with, I guarantee it would shut this whole thing down. There would be nothing more she could say outside of more misinformation, more hatred, shaming language tactics, the whole nine. You know what I'm saying? We all used to it. And it's honestly what we expect from Big Shirley. So at the end of the day, we could choose to deal with women like this, or we could look at women like this.
When you let a Filipina from the province plan your date.
Didn't you lose these?
No.
She's never been to the club before. When you let
One more time.
a Filipina from the province plan your date.
Didn't you lose these?
No.
She's never been to the club before.
Now, what I find funny about that is, obviously this chick is incredibly beautiful, and I'm not even into these kind of women. But I mean, come on now, you talk about something like this versus Big Shirley. So is it really that honestly difficult to figure out why we get the hate? Big Shirley getting cold, believe it or not. There's some nights coming through, and the old phrase is winter is coming. And not only is it in regard to body heat, them bills is building up, and them unemployment line is getting longer and longer, and them enhanced unemployment benefits are running out. It's about to be mayhem for a lot of them. And if they can't get men that have resources to stop traveling, they going to keep hating, and we going to keep reacting and going where we're respected. Once again, guys, I appreciate your time this evening. Drop some comments. Let me know what you think. Is Big Shirley right? Did one guy mess up the entire thing? Did we really run a country into the ground? Come on, man. Nothing but lies and shaming tactics. I appreciate your time. Until the next. Peace.